critiques from the judges, and during that, this is all live on live TV. You see Judge Carrie Ann Inaba, she's telling him how he did, and then she just starts saying, excuse me, over and over and over again, and you can see something's happening, but you don't know what. The camera never cut to it, so we never actually saw what happened last night. But in the ballroom, two guys rushed the stage wearing anti-Ryan Lochte t-shirts. It said Lochte on it with a circle and a line through it. They're not having any of Ryan Lochte. And they rushed the stage, and they were yelling liar. And then there were 4 or 5 women in the audience also with the same t-shirts yelling liar, and they were getting booed by the crowd. These two guys get to the stage, and they're immediately tackled by security. That video is coming out this morning for the first time. I think ABC didn't cut to it at the time because you didn't know what was happening. You didn't know if these guys had a weapon or what was going to happen live on television, and if it was going to be violent, you don't really want to show that. So they cut to commercial. Tom Bergeron came back, mentioned some kind of incident. The guys were taken outside, and they were arrested for trespassing.
Security, you would think, would be a little more secure than allow protesters to sort of meander into the taping of that.
Sure. I mean, and security is very, very tight. This is taped at CBS Television City, one of the old studios here in Los Angeles. They taped James Corden there and some other things as well. And security is very, very tight. There's metal detectors. There's bomb-sniffing dogs every time because they know this is a live TV show and they don't want anything to happen. So nobody's really going to get a weapon in there. That's going to be tough. But, you know, some people wearing T-shirts underneath their clothing or something else, that's not really, you know, that's kind of hard to guard against until next week when everybody's going to be strip searched, I guess, going in. I don't know. It's going to be a little tougher.
What was I mean, they were upset with Ryan Lochte for getting drunk and ripping a sign off the wall down in Rio?
Yeah, they're still upset over what happened in Brazil, and that they called him a liar. Afterwards, ABC News did talk to one of them as they were sitting there cuffed, who said that, you know, he thought that Lochte endangered American athletes in Brazil, put them in danger, and ruined the reputation of Americans around the world, that he's not a star and shouldn't be celebrated on Dancing with the Stars, and that he's a liar. And of all things to protest in the world right now, that's the one that a 40 and a 48-year-old guy. So these aren't even young, you know, punks who you might think have some time and, you know, got drunk at a frat party and did this.
Right.
I mean, you know, they're older gentlemen.
More importantly, Jason Nathanson, how did Ryan Lochte score with Carrie Ann Inaba?
You know, actually, I don't even know what he scored.
I don't think he did
okay.
very well. Yeah, he got I think he got 6s.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did he dance like a fish out of water?
He was better than I thought he was going to be. He did seem to have a little bit of fluidity. They said that, yeah, he looked like he was swimming and stuff. But, you know, he was okay. The season's early. But now it's interesting. It'll see if he's rattled or not, because he was afterwards. He said he was heartbroken by this, that he all he wanted to do was come on and kind of put everything that happened behind him and move on. And for this to happen, you know, especially in the first show, it's all anybody's going to talk about now for the rest of the season.
I heard Rick Perry danced like Herman Munster.
He was horrible. I mean, he was just terrible. And nobody expected him to be good. I don't think he expected himself to be good. I mean, this is not his thing. It's you put him up against Laurie Hernandez, the Olympic gymnast who won. I mean, and it's just, are these people competing on the same show? I have no idea. But he was a really nice guy, if that counts for anything. And he seemed enthusiastic, and he wants to dance for his daughter's wedding. So, you know, that's nice.
It's a great story. How come no one laughed at my Ryan Lochte dance like a fish out of water? That's a pretty good line, no? Nothing. All right. Jason, have a good week. Thanks for checking in.
No problem.
7:50.